Good morning. I am here with Meeting Up with Mentors for episode 1 with Justin Kress from Justin Home Care. New business, just 1 year young. So welcome, Justin. Thank you for talking with me today.
Thank you so much.
And I just wanted to touch base with you. It's been probably about 2 years since we talked, when this was just a pipe dream for you and you were getting your original thoughts in place about starting this business. And I want to hear how that's gone since then, in terms of what got you from that point, when it was just in your mind about something you knew you had a vision for, to get you to the point today where only after 1 year you have already achieved some pretty great success.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I, like many of us, worked for corporate America and technically still do for many years. And in June of 2021, decided to hire a business coach to help me progress in the corporate America, ladder. I wanted to be a VP of supply chain in a medical device company, as I've been in medical devices for 12 years. Hired a business coach out of Dallas, and our first session in June of 2021, he had urged me, as we hung up the phone as my first homework assignment, to read more industry articles about healthcare to help my conversations with my supply chain executives. And I did, and the first article I read was about 10,000 seniors turning 65 every day until 2033, and this is 2021. And this is during COVID, and a lot of Teams meetings and company cultures are changing. People might be getting laid off in certain circumstances, and you don't necessarily feel the love that you felt like maybe in the past. And I was like, you know what? I don't want to climb the corporate America ladder anymore. I want to start my own company. I want to really seriously looking into what this private duty home care looks like. And after some research for a couple months and a couple meetings with my business coach in August, a couple months later, I said, Jim, I'm firing you. I no longer need you, but you helped me accomplish what I want to accomplish. I want to be an entrepreneur. I've always wanted to be an entrepreneur. And that's what I decided to do. So I took those resources from that business coach, and I went all in with in-home healthcare. And I think at the time I had a couple questions. Could I be a good entrepreneur? Am I even gonna like this business? That may sound silly, but if you've never done something, how would you know if you would like it? I say those things because sometimes you have to have a leap of faith. And I got to a crossroads in my life to say, like Nike, just do it. And it was tactical. Like I got excited about the opportunity, but every week it was like, what do I got to do this week? What do I got to do this week? And I just knocking things down left and right. Fast forward almost 2 years, in April 1st of 2023, we got our license to do in-home healthcare, private duty healthcare for companion and personal care in the state of Maryland. And that's probably a separate topic, but boom, I had my business. Now I was able to deliver business, and a year later, that's what we've been doing. So that's what got me to the business.
Well, you know me, I'm always interested in the person behind the business. So I'm always curious, what is it about you, your childhood, even your experiences through young adulthood, that makes you set up with the mindset to be a successful business person?
Well, I had great parents. I had a happy childhood. Everything in my life through childhood was about relationships, sports, friends, and that's what sales is. That's what business is relationships. I actually tell people I wasn't born to own a in-home healthcare company like Justin Home Care, but I was born to build relationships with people. I'm a relationship person. And the business that I chose, and there's a lot of other businesses like that, are very fundamental to the fact that there's two things that matter: the client and the caregiver, the employee, right? We don't have supply chain issues, we don't have back orders. Our product is our caregivers. And in order to have good caregivers, you have to invest in the relationship. So there's two fundamental relationships aspects to the business, and that's something that I'm very good at. And my childhood and the way I was raised and my personality, why not take what I'm good at and apply it to business. And I just started a business. It sounds intimidating. I've talked to some college classes and done some presentations, and what I've said to them is it's actually not difficult to start a business, because businesses do come down to relationships. So I've put all my faith in the relationship aspect. I have paid people or looked up free resources on how to do the things that I don't know, and focused on what I'm really good at, is those relationships. So I think any service-based company right now in 2024 that is such a relationship-driven business has tremendous potential in this space if you're a relationship person.
What's your thoughts on customer service these days?
So I've said this a couple times. I feel like it should be a TED Talk because I think it's true. As a consumer, whether it's a restaurant or a hotel or calling your cell phone carrier, prior to COVID, a bad customer service experience would stick out to me, because who likes bad customer service, right? And it was just obvious, and it was a deviation from what we're used to, and it stuck out to me. Well, then COVID happened, and now post-COVID, I feel like if I have a good encounter with a restaurant or a cell phone carrier, I'm like blown away. I'm like, wait a second, that was excellent customer service. Can I use you everywhere I go? And unfortunately, that's not the case. So as a consumer, I'm disappointed that customer service is so poor. As an entrepreneur, I got to say selfishly, I'm really excited that customer service is so poor, because it allows me to stand out. What's our differentiator? It's back to the basics. I'll take it a step further. Our customers are geriatrics. They're 65, not even 65, 75, 85, 90 years old. If you have a business that caters to that generation, think about what customer service was like when they were a young adult. Think about the Andy Griffith Show, right? That, like, TV land, like that wholesome customer service friendly engagement. That doesn't exist anymore. And the folks who pay our invoices that are raving fans and satisfied customers, that's the era that they came out of. At 40 years old, I'm very disappointed in customer service in 2024. Could you imagine how they feel at their age? So customer service is dead, it's broken, but the beautiful thing is, if you can fix it with quick, concise communication, answer the phone with a smile, do what you say you're gonna do, under promise and over deliver, listen with empathy. If there's an issue, address the issue and have options. If you do those things, you're going to have a successful business.
Well, you're certainly doing that. I know we talked about that a couple times, and you're not only taking it to that level with the customer, but also in how you're treating your employees, which I think is why you've gotten such a sound base of employees working for you right now. So all congratulations to you for that. My last question I want to hear from you today is, when you wake up every single morning, what is the first thing that runs through your head?
I've never had so much fun, ever, and just extreme gratitude. I was intimidated by how I would run payroll as an entrepreneur. I love running payroll. We pay weekly because those people rely on me to run payroll successfully for them to get paid that Friday. So gratitude that I'm providing money for folks who live in my community. I'm part of the local economy now. We have folks that pay us a lot of money for certain services that we provide, and they're grateful for that because we have remarkable employees and we give great customer service. So to finally wake up every day and know that it's something that I built around my personality of relationship building, and that there's more and more employees and there's more and more customers that want more of that great customer service, I just wake up every day with extreme gratitude. What I tell my folks, the people, the staff that work with me, is we're not performing orthopedic surgery. We're not you know, building an engine for an aircraft carrier, or well, I guess an aircraft carrier. We're not doing complex things. So let's not get ahead of our skis on the importance of what we're doing. It is very important what we're doing, but we're providing companion and personal care. So we're not going to let it stress us out. We're not going to let it drag us down. We're going to tackle each day with joy and gratitude. And I've never had so much fun, and we're just starting. So gratitude is probably my answer.
All right, Justin Kress. Well, I'm certainly proud of you and everything you're doing. Keep up the great work, and thanks again for the conversation.
Thank you so much.